Hello and welcome to Heartland Cattle Call, your all-access pass to everything limousine in the Heartland. Whether you're in the sale ring, the show ring, or out in the pastures, we've got you covered. Each episode we bring you exclusive auction previews, market trends, and top-selling cattle straight from the sale ring. But that's not all. We'll also take you inside the biggest Heartland events, showcase top breeders and exhibitors, and break down the latest show results. From production sales to champion ribbons, we're talking with the people who make the industry thrive. Buyers, sellers, ranchers, and showmen who are shaping the future of limousine cattle. So whether you're looking to invest in lead genetics, sharpen your showmanship skills, or just stay ahead in the business, you're in the right place. Get ready. It's time for Heartland Cattle Call. Hey y'all, we are here with another edition of the Heartland Cattle Call podcast, and I'm very excited to have Aaron and Debbie Gress on with me. They are from Charter Oak, Iowa, and they have Gress Farms and Vintage Beef. And I'm excited to hear a little bit about how you guys got your start both in the cattle industry and in the beef packaging industry.
Well, as far as the cattle industry, I think I'm not long out of high school. I got started. I was trying to work my way, into farming, and that was about the only little avenue I had for the first year. So my dad had a cow herd, and we had a few cows with it. So I just started kind of expanding that. And then over the years, we found some other opportunities to, have more areas to put cows. And so my brother got involved too. And then for, oh gosh, how many years was it? The three of us, 20? Probably about 20 years was my dad, my brother, and I, ran our herd together. And I guess over the years too, we had cows that we took down to Missouri, and we had a guy down there that took care of about a third of the herd for us. And then we had a lot around home too. And then 8 years ago, I think we started Vintage Beef, and we just, we kind of saw what we thought was quality animals, quality beef, and just wanted to see if we could share it with people. And so I'll let you talk about how that started.
Well, so we've been raising cattle, or Aaron had been raising cattle for over 20 years, and we had a nice herd build up, great genetics, just a quality herd. And we had a son at the time who was a very picky eater, and we would butcher a couple.
I'm laughing because I can relate. I have one of those. So I like this story.
Yes. So we usually had a little bit of beef in our freezer, and we had run out of beef in our freezer, and I had to buy some at the local grocery store. And I think I made spaghetti or tacos, something that was like, a little bit hidden as far as flavor and things. And our son was like, "This tastes and smells yucky. What is this? I am not eating this again." And we're like, wow. If he noticed a difference, maybe consumers would also. So we started venturing into the retail side of the beef.
Yeah. We actually put out a Facebook post and just asked, hey, if you could get reasonably priced quality beef, would you be interested? And I think within an hour, we had 50 responses.
Wow.
And so people were anxious, for that sort of thing. So we just kind of took it and ran from there. Just started with 10 head and just grew it to where we are now.
Yeah, and I think that especially in today's age, everyone's always on the lookout for healthy, local, or homegrown, delicious products, especially in the meats. Yep. You guys ship as well, and as well as local delivery and pickup, right?
Yeah.
Correct. Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about the shipping process for anyone that's interested and is not local to you guys?
Sure. We ship all around the country. You just go to our website, gressfarms.com, and you can click shop now and see a nice selection of beef. Right now we have everything in stock, and we've shipped to not quite all 50 states, but we've shipped quite to probably, I don't know,
three-quarters of them
or so. If you are in our region, if you're within 2 days shipment from Iowa, it is free shipping on an order of $75 or more. If you're a little further out, there is a flat fee of, I believe, $29.99. But so we ship beef every Monday, and the people get an email when it ships, and we're just trying to get quality beef all over the country.
Yeah, and it's packed and frozen when it comes in. I mean, that also there's the convenience of it arriving at your doorstep too. Because I know for like me, I'm an hour away practically from the closest grocery store. So that would be a major win for me. And then you've just got it right there just waiting on you. So
so convenient.
And the surprising thing is, I mean, we're a little spoiled in Iowa. We've got so much just quality beef kind of around you. But so many places in the country, they just can't find quality, and it's terribly expensive. So a lot of times they can ship it right to their door for the same or less money, and you get a better product.
Well, I started to say, even aside of the free shipping, if those customers are outside that region, that's still a good deal, especially if you're buying, in bulk too. You guys have options available for everyone to meet their needs. I think I saw you do the pound, quarters, halves, whole. You can do it all. They can basically make their selections.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Pretty much any cut. You like, and
they just want to try a couple steaks and a couple pounds of ground beef, we can do that. Or we have shipped quarter beefs across the country also.
Really?
We sometimes, we won't do it in the heat of the summer. It kind of depends on the location, but we will work with people. We've shipped quarter beefs to other states.
That's awesome. Yeah, and you work with them because when they receive it at their doorstep, you want that quality that you put out to be just as good if they walked into your store and picked it up and took it home and threw it on the grill.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
I know we do have a lot of Heartland members that are up near your region in Iowa, which I think you guys got in contact with me through Mark Leonard, right?
Yep.
You said you purchased your bulls from Mark?
Yeah, we've been, oh gosh, it's probably been 20, 25 years we've been getting them from Mark.
That's a long time.
Yeah. But, his quality just keeps getting better. So, you stick with him.
Well, and I agree. The quality of your cattle, that's what allows you and your son to notice the difference from what you went out to the store and purchased, even when you try to hide it in a dish.
Right.
For our members that are close to you guys, tell us a little bit about your storefront and what they can find there and what they can take home with them if they're able to make the drive.
Well, we have limited store hours. I always tell everybody, or by appointment. So we get a lot of people that you'll just call or text me last minute and stop by to pick things up. People can stop in, and we're fully stocked with beef. And just this last year, we remodeled our storefront. So we have a really beautiful new store with a big walk-in freezer that has made life a lot simpler than it was a year ago. We also carry a neighbor down the road, locally grown pork and lamb and local honey. And then we've got into making tallow moisturizer and cooking tallow. And we're looking to add more things. Actually, in our next market, we're actually going to have a lady with her sourdough bread. So we're just hoping to add more Iowa products as we go.
Yeah, and I think that is really neat too. Just all the local, homegrown, and the one-stop shop. So it's not just the beef. Everybody can get in and get really a whole assortment of local fresh goods to take home and use. Those other items, are they for sale on your website as well?
The whipped moisturizer cream is for sale. We also have a few t-shirts, hats, sweatshirts. The other items are not for sale at this time, but we are working on getting the pork and lamb online. And cooking tallow, I'm not sure if we're going to try that. Shipping that could get kind of tricky, I'm afraid. So we're not sure if we'll be shipping that, but look for more products in the future.
Yeah, and I actually use a lot of the tallow products myself. I just think it adds a flavor to what you're cooking. A lot of good flavor added in there that you kind of miss out if you don't use that.
Yeah. And it's such a simple product too. It doesn't go through any heavy processing. It's just render it, put it in a jar. It's very simple.
What you said you had limited hours. Do you have certain days, or does it vary week to week?
We've got 3 boys with really crazy sports schedules, so it has varied. I was pretty consistent on Wednesday afternoons and Sunday afternoons throughout the summer, but right now it's pretty.
Well, and we've got a pretty consistent following, like on Facebook. So you're always putting your hours out there, and most times people catch that.
And then I have an email list that people can join. If they go to our website, they can join our email list and they'll get notifications of our specials and when we're going to be open. A lot of times we run local specials for people that actually come out to the farm and pick it up.
So they can go out to your website and actually sign up and then get in on the deals and see what's happening all the time. And I can definitely relate to that on the crazy scheduling. I will say, I think that you guys, it's probably a family affair, right?
It is. We've got 3 boys and they get in on pretty much everything. They've all kind of expressed interest in trying to, get into farming themselves. Hopefully this is something that, maybe they can help expand.
Like I mentioned, you guys are the first on here that actually have a storefront to actually go and purchase beef at. And so I think that is really interesting, and hopefully you'll get a lot of local people that will go and check it out. I wish I was closer so I could go and check out your storefront.
You'll have to shop online.
I know. All those things, the tallow, the sourdough, I love it all. So
yeah.
I went and looked at your website and at your Facebook, and your website's very user friendly, easy to follow. And so we'll get that linked in there so everybody can check it out. And I know, Debbie, you were saying that you guys are always working to modify and adjust things as needed. And one of the things that you said stood out and really caused you to make some changes in your business was COVID, which was forced upon everyone and had to make adjustments. Do you want to tell us a little bit about what that did and what it led you to modify in your business?
Sure. So we actually started this business in the spring of 2017, which was pre-COVID, as we say now. And business, we started out with 10 head that year and just gradually increased business as time went on. When COVID hit, it actually boosted our business like crazy. People were nervous about going to the store. Some of the shelves were empty depending on where you were at in the country. And our process, I don't know in your area, but in our area, processors were book solid. Like you could not get an animal into the processor for years. So Aaron, right before COVID hit, it felt it felt funny. I'll let you take it.
I'll say it was a premonition or something. I just had this feeling, I think we should just get booked out for the next year or so.
Oh, and wow.
So we had all our dates scheduled for the next year. And then, gosh, within a month and a half, you couldn't get a date for 2 years. And I would say that probably saved our business, really, because, if you can't get anything processed, it's hard to sell beef.
And we saw so many businesses that did end up shutting down and closing their doors. So that, so you take the credit for that one, Aaron.
Well, I don't know, but I'd rather be lucky than smart. But yeah, it was really fortunate, and it allowed us, I think it just changed consumer habits. So it just made people look at people like us more. And so we were able to, I guess, probably have our most exponential growth within that next year or two, and really got us out to a lot more consumers and got our name out more.
We originally sold locally and did some farmers markets, and now we don't do quite as many farmers markets. We've added the farm store. We've been shipping for the last 2.5 years, I think, more so. We had always shipped a little bit, shipping more the last 2.5 years or so.
Do you pretty much have like an in-stock supply all the time, or do you ever run on the lower end if you get hit by a flurry of customers?
We run out of the occasional product. But remodeling our store and adding all that storage really allowed us to just keep inventory a lot more steady, and allow you to look forward a little, because towards Christmas season, things like that, when you're going to get hit, we can really stock up the couple months before that and be ready for it. Before it was just tough to, with limited space.
We process every month, so we've always got something going in to the processor and beef coming out. So people can give me special requests as long as we know, a couple months ahead of time, like if somebody wanted a prime rib or special requests like that, we can accommodate those with a little bit of notice.
Yeah. And I think that is interesting that you mentioned your business model and the booking up and how it really did cause customers to look at things differently and just to think through different options, like just like the Walmart pickup. I know, like, for example, in this area, that really wasn't much of a thing before then. And then you couldn't even get it scheduled to get that, just like you guys were saying, and then now it's just a matter of convenience. But I think too, there's something to be said about knowing not only where your beef and all your meat products come from, your customers know it's coming from you, and they can put a face with that, your traditions and values and the pride that you take in what you put out. And so I would imagine that's really what people look for. Everyone's looking for the best things to feed their families.
Yeah.
And it was interesting. I was just talking to a customer the other day, and she's been a customer kind of hit and miss over the years. And she had put in an order lately, and I was delivering, and she was like, I've just been reading this article about all the beef in the United States can have this sticker on it that says it's from the United States, but it might not be, and she's like, from now on, I'm buying all from you. And so people are really concerned about that and want to know where their meat comes from.
And that's something too, you can't really place a value on that, the price.
Yeah. It's just peace of mind. You just know it's going to be good, and it's going to be what what we say it is.
And your son approves it.
Exactly. Yeah.
He's very happy that we have, lots of beef in the freezer.
Well, I really, really appreciate you guys getting on here. It's been fun to talk to you guys. And I would strongly encourage everyone to go check out your website, and we'll get that linked up so they can follow it and get added to your mailing list. But yeah, there's something to be said about knowing where your products come from, shopping local, and just you guys take such pride in what you do. And I think that really stands out and shows. And I really appreciate you joining the podcast.
Oh, yeah. Well, we really appreciate your time.
Thank you so much.